Is it ever okay to profit from unfortunate events?
Like the Netflix show or just all of 2020?
Well, I'm Matt.
And I'm Carter.
And welcome to It Is Kind of a Gray Area.
Welcome back, folks. I wish I knew how to say that in German, but I do not.
Guten Tag. I know very little German. I know some Rammstein, so some lyrics.
Schnapps. Is that German?
All right. If someone's German and you understand that, let me know what I'm saying right here. Because someone said this and I just repeated it. I have no idea what I'm saying. Guten Tag, Zigaretten, seid kommen mein Automigen. I know it was good day, would you like a cigarette? And then I don't know what the rest means.
Anyway, we're not talking about the Germans, but, they have been involved in some very unfortunate events that people have profited off of.
That's true. Not only were they involved, they caused it! Not all of them, though.
Yes. No, not all of Germany,
just
obviously.
A group of horrible people.
Gosh, we're off to a great start. So,
yay!
Yeah, we're talking about kind of people who profiteer off of horrible things.
Yes.
Like, during war, a lot of people make a ton of money off of selling, weapons and war bonds and all kinds of stuff
for higher than they should be sold. Oh, like masks and respirators and other things during this 2020 COVID-19, which is named after the year it was discovered.
Or things like you have the Boston Marathon bombing, and then they made a movie about that a few years later. And it's like, is this in honor of that, or is this like, oh, everyone's talking about this, this would be an easy way to make money? Because I think movie studios are more likely to be along the line of thought for the second thing.
Yeah, I mean, they're a business trying to make money, so they're like, what's popular? What can we make money off of?
9/11.
Remember that bombing? I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then also, like you suggested, where this came from was with the show Murder, She Wrote.
Yes.
Where it was just a lady in some small town, and then everyone around her is murdered constantly. And then she writes books about it and makes money off of it.
I would be super suspicious of the person that constantly has murders happening around them. Like they're never murdered. It's like, I think she did all of them.
I know, right? Okay, so she's living in a small town where everyone knows each other. Yep. And yet, like, every week of her life, a new person she knows is killed. Mm-hmm. And she's writing about them. So it's like...
So she's profiting off of a horrible thing that's happening near and around her constantly.
Yeah.
But it's never her. How did you... I mean, there might be like one murder in there that like, it's like a random murder, they happen. But most of them were probably her.
Yeah. It's like, I just feel like through that town, it's like, this lady moved here, and then for the next 30 years, there were 572 murders. And then when she died, they just stopped.
Yeah, and then 572 great novels and stories from her.
Yeah.
She really died a millionaire. Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I just see the mayor. They have a day in her honor because she brought so much money to the town from writing her books or something. And they like have a holiday in her honor. Like, we just want to thank her. Like, while she was here and these murders were happening and she was able to chronicle them, it's just something we never saw before her and we haven't seen after her. And oh my God.
That sweet old lady.
Right?
Serial killer.
Yeah, but so like war profiteering, profiting off of murder, there's a mass shooting and then people are like talking about it in the news and getting like this publicity from it. Like, people make money off of tragedy all the time. And, is that okay? Like, do they have every right? Like, it's just an event in the world. You're allowed to talk about it or think about it however you want to. Or should there be kind of like a line that you can't cross here?
Well, clearly, if you cause the event for any reason, especially money, that's the line. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't have done that thing, period.
Yeah.
But it's tough because, like, morally, is it okay? And that's the whole discussion here, is morally, is it okay to make money off of an unfortunate event that happened to someone else? If it was your own thing, like, 27 hours where you get stuck in a boulder, you got to cut off your own arm to get out, like, you deserve to make some money. You went through some crap.
Is it 27 hours? I thought it was like 127 or something.
There's definitely a 7 involved.
27 hours? Like, you're there for just a day, and you're like, well, there goes the arm. Like, I would hold out for like 2 or 3 days before I'm like, there's no other option.
It could have been 127 hours. That makes more sense to me.
Right.
Yeah, 27 hours is like...
just like 5 hours.
27 hours is like, all right, I'm in the desert. I'm dying of thirst. I'm stuck in a boulder. That's when you start to consider drinking your own urine. Not when you start to consider, right now I'm going to start cutting off my arm
with a pocket knife. Yeah, God, man. That's a lot to get through.
Oh, but like, if you went through it, I think it's okay. But if someone else went through it, I mean, like, is it?
Strangely enough, I thought I would be right off the bat, like, no, this is messed up. But I don't know. Like, I think it doesn't make you necessarily a great person. But it's such a hard line to cross of, like, respectfully talking about something, like making a documentary about, like, the Holocaust, and then that movie makes money. Are you profiting off the Holocaust, or are you just bringing awareness to this tragedy?
Yeah,
I think it's too hard of a thing to say one way or the other. But one thing I will say is with any mass shooter, serial killer, particularly mass shooters, school shooters, anything like that, we should really stop putting their names and their images out there.
Yeah.
Of like at West Hill High School, Tommy McBobby shot 30 students or something. It's like all over the paper. It's like that's what these people want. It's like the fame, the notoriety, and the fear about who they are. Instead, it should just be like, pathetic loser goes on school shooting spree. No one cares about this guy and will never care about him again because he's gone now.
Yeah. A lonely, hurt coward hurt a bunch of other people that were unarmed because they felt like sad.
Yeah, and then just further on, it's just like the more and more that it happens, because this is America, it's going to keep happening. Yeah. I know it's crazy, and we're watching in a different country, but welcome to the U.S.
Yay.
But yeah, like just it, like down the road, like the more it happens, you just go like yet another in a long string of unimportant people who the only notable thing is that they're cowards.
And just have like for the news, it's just that like silhouette cutout of like a person, like that's it. You don't see their face, you don't hear any of that. Like they're just already going to be in jail and everything. Like it's going to be on like in the news, like the trials, I guess maybe they shouldn't even do that. But they shouldn't give them notoriety.
Yeah,
they shouldn't.
No. And there's a lot of kids out there getting bullied that I know feel like attacking people or fighting back. It's not the road to take. So anyone who does cross that line, I don't really feel bad for criticizing you because it's just bad. But
talk to people.
Yeah,
talk to someone.
Please
get it out. I was heavily bullied when I was a kid. You can get through it.
Yeah,
it sucks. It sucked then or now, and it gets better later.
Yeah, but you can't get through a mass shooting spree. That most people don't walk away from.
No, you're done then.
But let's get off of this super serious thing.
Yay, fun topics.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, I think I'm kind of at the point. I'm okay with this. Okay, I'm gonna say it's wrong to profit off of it, like in the moment. It's wrong to be like, this thing is starting up, like this war is starting up, so you're like, oh, well, let's go sell all of our missiles or something. Like that's like taking advantage of people dying.
Yeah.
But if it's something like making a documentary or a movie or you're writing an article about it or a book about it or something like that, that's the dissemination of info. So I'm not against that at all. I think information should be free flowing.
Yep.
So I don't I'm okay with this. I'm not going to say you're profiting off of it just because you're talking about it.
I'm going to say it's okay if, little caveat, if half of the proceeds, the actual profit, goes towards, recovery of that event.
Right.
The people, the buildings, whatever was damaged, whatever they need money for.
Yeah.
Because if there's like a school shooting, some people get killed or like really injured, there's hospital bills, there's destruction to the campus,
sure.
or, whatever, campus being the last thing you worry about when people are hurt. Then like you make a movie out of it. It's like, hey, we made $3 million on this movie, so $1.5 million goes towards the people in the school to help recover from this tragedy.
Yeah,
like I think that's fair. And like you made it, and you made it so they made money, so you get to keep half.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think that's fair.
I feel like that I'm good with. Okay, so what are we doing for the rock paper scissors here?
Okay, well, we both think it's fair.
Yes.
We both believe in that little caveat.
Yes. So I guess it would be, it's okay. There's footnotes, but we'll just simplify it and say that it's okay.
Okay. It's a tough one, guys.
It is.
This is tough, but I'll say for the universe that it's not okay.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll say that it is okay. So let's find out.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I got 2 scissors.
Yeah, and a microphone.
So it's not okay. It's not okay, and I'm glad that the universe told us this, because I needed that definitive answer, because this was like, this is tough. This is a tough one.
Yeah. Let's move on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, step right up, come one, come all, and see the amazing Would You Rather and its fine array of I'm out of words to say. So, the Would You Rather for today is, would you rather have a disease named after you
Ooh.
or have a law named after you? So, it would be like the 2019 Matthew Robinson Act, where it outlaws the use of Twizzlers as straws or something like that.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, because they're not as good as red vines to be used as straws, because red vines are actually hollow, so you can drink things out of them.
We have definitely had this discussion before earlier in the season.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, first thing I think of is, Lou Gehrig's disease?
That was literally just about to say.
Yes, so it would be like the Matt Robinson disease.
Which
hi, guys.
Yeah, by the way, your name sounds like a baseball player to me.
I am a baseball player.
Are you?
Yeah, but not this
your
version
name?
of me.
Yeah.
Another version of me that's genetically completely different with
Yeah.
the same name.
Yeah, I could just see like a Matthew Robinson, like up to bat or something. It just sounds like such a baseball name.
Also, a Broadway performer as of a couple years ago.
The same guy or
Matthew Robinson.
two other Matt
I
Robinson?
just Googled Matthew Robinson for fun.
Is there like a conference you all go to, or?
Not recently. Coronavirus really cut that down, but we stay in touch.
Let's do that as a special. We'll just go around the country and collect as many Matt Robinsons for a Matt Robinson's conference.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Just how many versions of yourself can you meet?
Yeah.
And we just meet as many Matt Robinsons as we can.
And some of them are get it, and some of them it's like an 80-year-old man. They're like, why are you here? I don't understand.
So tell me what my future holds. Old Matthew Robinson.
Yes. Yes.
Should I be concerned? What should I do?
Yeah.
She's like, get off my yard. It's like, I'm on your porch. Are you okay, Matthew? Do we need to eat more vitamins?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would. Oh man, that's tough. Because if I have a disease named after me, it's because I got a disease that's never before been discovered.
Yeah, that's usually it. It's usually not the person who discovered it. So both of these, it's like if you have a disease named after you, odds are this is something you died from. If you have a law named after you, odds are this is something you died as a result of. Like the Matthew Robinson law would be like, on April 19th, 2014, Matthew Robinson was down at a dock and he fell over into the water and his head was chopped off by a propeller. So now the Matt Robinson law requires that you have non-slip shoes and highlighted set, like something like that.
Oh, I would say no active propellers within 15 feet of the docks.
Right. Something like that.
Yeah. Because it's like when you go to a roller coaster and it's like, no chainsaws. You're like, what happened? That this was the thing.
Yeah.
It's the Matt Robinson law.
Yeah.
So I would rather have a law named after me
than a disease.
Because the disease probably killed me. Or
the law is probably something that killed you.
No, it's just something stupid I did that was dangerous.
It could have been the fault of someone else, where it's like a company wasn't being safe with something, and it caused you to be injured or killed.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go with the law, because which one did you say?
The law.
The law. Yeah. My thinking is, if I get the disease named after me, I died from it, and it's just now classified and named after me. But if there's a law named after me, and it's something I did that's messed up, or something that happened to me that's messed up, then having a law named after me means that that's getting rectified in some way. So maybe I died, but it's not in vain. It immediately led to a change in policy.
See, I'm thinking of it as, all right, I didn't die, all right, but now every time I go to a place with a roller coaster and I see the sign of like, hey, no chainsaws on the roller coaster, I'm like, guys, that's me. I did that.
Right, but if it was...
I actually brought two. They didn't catch the second one.
No, literally, it just kept falling.
It just kept falling. No one caught it.
Right.
There was a little kid that caught it.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So we found out that today, we found out that it's fine for you to profit off of bad things, right?
It's not okay.
Oh, it's not okay. It's not okay. You can't profit off of stuff.
No. Don't do it.
That's bad. Especially Murder, She Wrote lady. Somebody investigate her, please. And then also we found out that Matt and I would both like to have a law named after us. Mm-hmm. Me, because it means that other people might be protected in the future. And Matt...
For the glory?
Yes. Right. So, speaking of the glory, there are a lot of glorious episodes out there for you to go watch. So, if you guys like fun things and funny things and interesting things, then go check them out. And if not, you're a wet blanket. Get out of here. Seriously, go. Go, shoo. Can you see I don't want you anymore? Get out of here.
So, but before you check out our episodes, make sure you comment, like, and push the subscribe button so you don't miss out on our future episodes.
Yep. And remember, if you see somebody getting attacked, the best thing you can do is film it.
Oh, yeah. ring the notification bell.
Watch a series of unfortunate events on Netflix.
And if no one else is around to film you being attacked, film it yourself.
Yeah.
And as always,
IKAGA.
Yay!